Welcome to another edition of The Wrap. Who'd have thought a Disney live-action remake? It's never happened before. Lilo and Stitch. Oh boy, I'll try to keep this spoiler-free, but please subscribe and ring the bell. So Lilo and Stitch is about an alien who avoids being killed very sensibly and comes to Earth and befriends a little girl. No, this is not E.T. E.T. did not cause chaos like this. They actually got the original voice actor to come back and play Stitch, which is pretty cool, Chris Sanders. That was a nice addition to find out. I didn't know until it's actually pretty cool. They got the original voice actor to come back and play Stitch, Chris Sanders. So that was a nice addition. So Lilo, the little girl, her guardian, person looks after her is Nani, who is her older sister, quite considerably older, being her guardian. And one of the things that I thought was good about this movie, because I'll start here, is that the family dynamics in this are cool. Like when you go and watch a family movie or a kids movie, you kind of need those moments where it's like, I don't know whether it pulls at your heart or it's like, oh, that's like, you know, and you just, they can really do something with the family dynamics. It's 101 for a family kids movie. They pull that off well. Also Stitch with the chaos. I mean, I've mentioned the chaos, but I didn't say the chaos. It translates well to a live action because sometimes things don't translate as well from the animated. So I thought this was pretty cool to see in live action. But then we get into, we had a social, so in the original, you had a social worker. But this social worker in the live action is now a CIA agent and you have a separate caseworker. They did this plenty of times in this movie where they just tried to add more characters for the sake of it, and I wouldn't say it didn't just not add anything, it just made the movie really, really, really busy and way too bloated. Yeah, it was just, why? I just didn't get it. It was like, this adds nothing. It feels like Disney tried to add a load of stuff just for the sake of it, because okay, I said that sometimes things don't translate as well to live action as they do, say, animated, vice versa, etc. But you don't just make changes for the sake of it, because, ooh, new movie, let's make changes. It's like, it's a remake. Yes, put your own stamp on it. Yes, make things work that don't work in different formats. The same with graphic novels and putting it to movies. You know, when you see these all in the comics, certain things work well in the comics, certain things don't work well live action, vice versa. So the two aliens that now get morphed into humans, kind of, and they worked in the animated. I didn't think they really were that good here. It was just a bit like, this is just not as funny. This is just, not that it was like the most funny thing in the animated version, but it was fine. We took it for what it was. This didn't work at all. It was just, no, this is, nope. But that's the crux of the issue. I think somebody literally who was making this movie said, hey, we've got to put our own stamp on this. And so they tried to change certain, the main characters, no, but just like a new neighbour, as I said, a caseworker that turns into a CIA agent, another person that was actually the person in the original film, and probably the original film is now somewhere hidden as an Easter egg within this film. It's like, they bloated it too much. They tried to add their own stamp on it for the sake of it, not for the sake of the story or for the sake of our entertainment, or adding to the comedy in it, the chaos, whatever you want. Because Lilo and Stitch is a classic. And yes, this movie is fun. I'm not actually going to slate it by saying that you won't enjoy it, because you will if you liked the original, but it doesn't capture the magic of the original. And to be fair, I didn't expect it to. Like, I don't go into any of these and expect them to capture the magic, but I don't expect them to start adding things in. And actually, I'd almost rather they took things away, like in The Lion King when they took away Be Prepared. I criticised that, but that's preferable than them just bloating things within the movie just to go, oh, here's our thing. Or just going, let's chop characters in halves, quarters, eighths, and then, oh, we got more people. Again, bloating it, but also going, why did you change that? This didn't add anything to the movie or the story, and it was less funny. As I said, you're not making it better for live action versus animated or anything like that. Then you're not adding to it. Don't do it. Don't mess with it. Stick with it. It's a remake. So I mean, sure, it's worth watching. You will have a good time, but it's not the classic. Don't go into it with high expectations. Just go into it thinking, I want to have a good time this afternoon, this evening, this morning, whatever time you decide to watch it, because that's one thing you can definitely get from this movie. You can watch it whenever you like. Oh boy. But did you enjoy it more than I said? Perhaps you thought it was even worse and really hate Disney for what they've done. I don't know. But please comment, let me know what you think. I will respond, and subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. And until next time, thank you very much. I'll see you later.